All right, let's jump straight into this explainer. Today, we're looking at the human body from a completely unique perspective. We're actually putting ourselves in the shoes, or rather the vertebrae, of our hardest working organ, the spine. Instead of just staring at some dry anatomy chart, we're going to explore the hidden, intricate life of the exact structure that literally lets you stand up, walk around, and use your hands. We're getting the story of the spine directly from the source. It's wild how this quote totally flips what we thought we knew. Think about it. When people get back pain, what's the first thing they do? They assume it's just a mechanical glitch. They slap a heating pad on it or go get a deep tissue massage. But honestly, those surface-level treatments often do absolutely nothing. Sometimes an overzealous massage can even make things worse. And why is that? Because your spine is definitely not just a rigid frame. It's a living, highly sensitive communicator. When it shoots out a pain signal, it's literally staging a protest. It is screaming at you, trying to get your attention, to let you know that something in your body is being severely mistreated. And this really highlights the massive evolutionary leap between us and the rest of the animal kingdom. Just look at four-legged animals. Their spines basically work like flat, rigid roof beams. They get to just rest horizontally all day. But the human spine? Oh, it is working overtime. It is constantly shifting, adjusting at hundreds of different angles every single day. I mean, it lets your neck turn more than 180 degrees. It balances the surprisingly heavy weight of your head, lets you stand perfectly straight, bend down in prayer, and keeps your hands completely free to, build the world around you. It is just an absolute masterpiece of natural engineering. So here's the crucial takeaway, and it might sound a bit backwards. Back pain is actually a massive blessing in disguise. Now, I know that sounds absolutely crazy to anyone who's ever dealt with a bad back, but just stick with me here. Without this super sensitive built-in alarm system going off, silent diseases would completely destroy our bodies from the inside out before we even realize they were there. It'd be like unseen termites just chewing straight through the foundation of your house. The pain is the exact thing that forces us to stop, go get treatment, and ultimately survive. To actually pull off all this heavy lifting and complex movement, your spine relies on exactly 33 distinct vertebrae. You can kind of think of these 33 bones as a highly flexible, interlocking suit of armor. They have to be incredibly tough to bear the entire physical load of your body against gravity, but at the exact same time, they need to be nimble enough to let you twist, turn, and literally bend over backward. Every single bone plays a vital role in giving you both absolute stability and just incredible flexibility. But hey, the bones are really just the outer shell. Safely tucked inside those 33 interlocking bones are 31 pairs of supersensitive spinal nerves. And this network, it basically acts like a massive, non-stop two-way highway between your brain and the rest of your body. Roughly half of these delicate nerves are entirely dedicated to carrying sensory messages up to your brain. Then, the other half have a totally different job. They're speeding the brain's exact marching orders right back down to your muscles. All of this intricate machinery exists to protect the absolute core of the whole system, the spinal cord. This is your master communication lifeline running straight down the center of those vertebrae. Now get this, it's about 18 inches long, but surprisingly, it's only about half an inch thick. Half an inch, yet its value is totally immeasurable. Every single second, trillions of commands and sensory details fly through this tiny cord. If that connection is severed, all the complex machinery of the human body just stops instantly. Even the slightest permanent damage to this little half-inch lifeline could literally leave someone in a wheelchair for the rest of their life. To really wrap your head around how complex this is, try thinking of your spinal cord exactly like a thick internet cable running into your house. From the outside, it looks like just one solid, thick wire, right? But if you were to cut it open and peek inside, you'd find thousands, maybe even millions, of microscopic fibers. Under a powerful microscope, the spinal cord is just packed with these delicate fibers, constantly buzzing. They are literally connecting you to trillions of sensory signals and broadcasting your brain's network to every single corner of your physical being. Because this vital network is so unbelievably fragile, nature went ahead and engineered a flawless, triple-layered defense system to keep it safe. First up, the spinal cord is wrapped super tight inside 3 distinct membrane layers. Second, inside those layers, the cord is literally floating, suspended in a special shock-absorbing fluid. This fluid is crucial because it ensures that everyday impacts like running, jumping, or just bumping into things don't completely scramble your communication network. And finally, that whole fluid-filled package is locked away inside the hard, protective bone of those 33 vertebrae. Now, in extreme emergencies, there simply isn't time to send a message all the way up to the brain, wait for instructions, and send them back down. If your hand touches a burning hot pan, the spinal cord actually steps up as an autonomous first responder. It senses that severe danger and just makes a localized split-second decision on the spot. It triggers your muscles to yank your hand away in a literal thousandth of a second, totally bypassing the brain just to save you from severe injury. How incredible is that? But here's the thing. Despite being this autonomous protector and an absolute lifeline, the spine gets a pretty bad rap. When our back aches, what do? We immediately blame the spine. We slather it in lotions, we get those rough massages, and we curse our bad backs. But the reality? True spinal cord failure is incredibly rare. The spine is often just the messenger, stepping up to deliver some bad news that's actually coming from somewhere else entirely. Which brings us to what is easily the most surprising takeaway of this whole explainer. So often, what we casually brush off as back pain is actually the spine desperately sounding the alarm for major external threats. The true culprits can be totally unrelated organs. We're talking kidney dysfunction, prostate issues, liver disease, or even hidden infections spreading through the body. All of these can manifest as severe back pain. The spine is just using its network to scream at you that something in your body's ecosystem is breaking down.
And, it's not just physical ailments either. Our mental state has a massive impact on our spine. Especially for folks in their 40s and 50s, severe mental tension and constant worry take a brutal physical toll. When your mind is burdened, your back muscles physically stiffen and tense up. Over time, that constant rigidity just exhausts the spine and its supporting muscles, until they finally protest in pure agony. You might think you just threw your back out, but in reality, you're physically carrying the heavy weight of your own psychological worry.
So, I want to leave you with this final thought to ponder. Today, we've completely reframed how we view this remarkable piece of human biology. It's clearly not just a static column of calcium. It is a living, breathing protector. It's a master communicator. It's an autonomous first responder that literally pulls you from danger, and a fiercely loyal early warning system for hidden diseases. So, knowing what you know now, that your spine is a heroic protagonist in the story of your body, rather than just a stack of bones, how will you respond to its alarms tomorrow? Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and I'll catch you on the next one.